15. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate everybody coming through and dropping these follows. This is a brand new weekly. It happens every single Friday now. It is a $100 pop bonus attached to it, and we are in Charlie, you my friend. I appreciate you. We're getting into top 16 losers of Exsenpai and Chipping.
Yo, he may be a king, but he's still humble, man. He's my friend. He didn't forget where he came from.
That's right.
That's right, my friends. Exsenpai. Not your senpai now, Exsenpai representing Stevie going up against Chipping here. We got Wii Fit versus Lucina, the stage monster versus the offstage monster, to say the least, my friend. It's going to be survival of the fittest here, no pun intended. My friends, Ajax, Clamhat, let's get into it.
Ledge control versus reverse ledge control. You try to find every single option you can to keep somebody stuck at the ledge that Lucina's so good at, keeping people from being able to just freely jump like crazy. And then you have a character who loves to stay there, who just loves to make their home there. And even though Wii Fit has 1,000 other better options now on center stage, to be able to combat by comparison to like the more campy playstyle, you still have to respect that. And now, and just in every single aspect, this is going to be a very tough game in terms of how good can Exsenpai avoid being ledge trapped repeatedly by Chipping.
And it is so even right now. Oh, that was a footstool.
You would have thought.
Yo.
Where are you going? You would have thought it was a foot. Yo, back to the gym. Oh my.
Okay, but Exsenpai evening it up right away.
Wait, hold on. It's Lewis, not Lewis. Wait.
That one at the right could possibly
That's
no.
what
That one at the
man.
right, that could possibly be Louis. You got to remember with the O right there. That could be
Louis
Louis.
Cash Money like that forward
by
smash
the way,
at the
that was a
ledge,
zero to
covering
death?
so much.
This is 0 to death, by the way.
That was
Mario
disgusting.
Brothers plumbing, my friends. You clog them, we clear them.
Oh, Exsenpai.
Oh
my god.
Oh my
What
god.
is this match? Exsenpai was able to avoid getting killed a few times, and then after that, still ended up getting hit by that down air.
Bro, you gotta press the Y button sometimes, man. The Y button would have made him not die there.
Yeah, or you can't have Lucina on screen without Mr. E coming through with that 50 viewer raid as well. The raid's continuing to come through here on Breakpoint. This game is nuts. Exsenpai trying to set up a frame trap, trying to find a way to cover the landing from Chipping. But Chipping just willing to box out. Like, you can't take too many more trades from this point, but you still have the kill potential at least if you could catch like a miss shield. Shield instead of an edge guard. Can you get up there? Yes, you can. Goodbye.
Dude, it's a good thing this game is
time in
rated
the
E10
world.
plus because if this was the realism mod,
that was a hidden blade for sure coming through with that follow. Right on.
There was nothing hidden about that. What are you talking about? It went right through Wii Fit, man.
These two players are playing like somebody told them beforehand that they're playing in front of 1,000 people. Like,
dude, I was just gonna
say, such a
like,
show of a game one.
These guys are gonna have their VOD immortalized when they're studying this. They're gonna have their VOD immortalized as the VOD of when HBox raided Collision Smash for the first ever Breakpoint.
It's like, oh man, I couldn't see that interaction because there was a follow notification in front of the thing.
No, I don't know if like all of a sudden they realize they're playing against thousands of people now.
Yeah, everybody's got to amp it up, get going. We are getting into game number 2. Got Chipping versus Exsenpai. That was one of the most ridiculous matches in terms of speed that we've seen so far. These two characters are ones that, like I said, normally you look at like on paper, they could play reserved if they feel like it, but they both have such explosive like advantage control in the positions that work for them, like right here at the ledge. But Exsenpai never really like let up any leads ever. It was always so even.
Yeah,
he really did.
And like, it makes you like, if not for that one shield breaker, I mean, Exsenpai is probably in a really good position to take that game.
Yeah, the only flaws that we were seeing before were those unfortunate SDs, man. I mean, it wasn't technically an SD. He got down aired for it, but the fact of the matter is that Exsenpai, he had his jump. He had his jump right there, man. I don't know if he was just shook or if he didn't realize he had it and it was just too late, too little, too late when he was down below the ledge. Yes, that down air.
He got hit twice by Dolphin Slash.
And
also got hit twice by Shield.
Oh, did he get hit out of his jump? Oh, my mistake.
That's why. That's what happened. They got hit out of that, so they couldn't do anything there.
Well, thank you so much for being a good commentator, Ajax.
Chipping has got to be scouting out these Exsenpai shields.
Oh my god, that's
what is going on?
Goodness.
This is like
if that air dodge went
match.
down and in too, that would have been great positioning. My goodness, I'm really a big fan of whenever I see somebody who, like, when you go down a stock like that, a lot of times that's an easy way to derail your mentality. It's like, oh, I can't shield as much. I'm going to get grabbed more because they're going to mix me up on spot dodges. And Exsenpai just continues to push the initiative. We're going to be looking for probably a high recovery option. Going for the before that. Set up that air dodge with the side B before, but Chipping saw through it.
When you're the
and
one...
like that's one of the best up Bs to have in that situation. Just like, you know, invincible hitbox on the beginning of that.
Oh my!
You gotta hit those.
See that?
Which one do you think is the actual tech? Which one do you think?
That's true, though.
The soccer ball hits the stage first, so it almost kind of messes with you mentally.
All right,
and
if Chipping meant to do that, he's a god. Like I think he just went down there to do the back air, get that wall tech situation going. But if he intentionally tried to screw up his tech timing by hitting the ball as well,
if you hit something like that, you're allowed to say it was on purpose.
Yeah,
that's just that's just the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's one of those situations where like you're at a used car dealership and you happen to oversell it unintentionally.
What is going on?
Yeah, I'll take the
what
bike.
are you doing? What are these players doing?
Yeah, it turned out the car like
God.
actually came with a bunch of stuff that like wasn't advertised in it. Like it has a cassette, a CD player. It's got that FM radio and whatnot. And it's like, oh, that wasn't in the deal. I'll take this money though.
Like, did nobody? Are these guys just playing friendlies? Did nobody tell them that this is bracket? Like,
it's pretty high risk friendly, my friend.
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, Exsenpai.
I'd love to see it.
He's out here, man, and he's like, when you are the one who is down in stocks and you're down a percent, the one who's up in that, they technically don't have to approach you. They can just wait for you to whiff something if you want, man, because they're the one who's up. They don't have to approach. So that can put a lot of pressure on the player who's down. But Exsenpai, he's playing this aggression so well. He's spacing himself very, very well in the mid-range against Lucina right now, dashing back in and out to make sure he can get these grabs. And then when he's off the level, gets the Robert the Robot Gyro volleyball snipes right where he needs them, baby. We're going to game 3.
You know what was beautiful about that? Just before that situation, you saw that Exsenpai whiffed intentionally an F tilt to make the air dodge go out beforehand and drop that down tilt. Now, the ball didn't end up hitting that first time, but because of that, Chipping has been air dodging consistently in those situations. Because of the last one, it's like, oh crap, do I air dodge here? I'm scared because it just got mixed up in the last one, and then you just get hit. Like, you have to guess, and it was another piece on the table that Chipping just had to see through. And because of that, just like just the intense like level of gameplay.
It was a reverse 3-stock, by the way, I think. I'm pretty sure it was a reverse 3-stock.
Yeah. I mean, do you think Chipping calls himself Chipping because to remind himself of how he has to play against certain characters?
Maybe. Whatever works, man.
I'm just.
I mean, he's not, but he's not really getting a lot of his KOs off of Chipping. Like he's gotten two KOs. Like 2 of the 40% of his KOs in this set have come off of shield breaks.
Oh, when it comes to Chipping, I'm thinking more about damage rather than like the finishers. You know, not more so like, I don't know exactly how you chip away kills. If you hit somebody and you kill them, they kind of die. That's not Chipping.
Lucina's definitely one of them you want for that. Yeah, box it in and out, slowly build up that damage, and then force those early ledge guards. If we're going to a much smaller stage here now, too. Less room to work with. Xandervar coming through. For one of the followers we've been able to actually pay attention to how this set has been going.
Yeah, we appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. And right now, oh my goodness, Exsenpai just with this beautiful edge guard off the level, man. You know, when you think of Wii Fit, one of the first people you think about is none other than Jonathan Numerals, as we all know. But then what Jonathan Numerals is most famous for is just hanging on that ledge like it's his best friend, man, hanging out with it. But the thing is, with Lucina is able to actually get Exsenpai off the level, man. That back air is like, that back air is just easy pickings for a recovery like Wii Fit trainers on the way back. But when you're actually in neutral, oh my god.
And all I'm thinking about right now is just how small these blast zones are and how scary that is with Wii Fit deep breathing. Like that's the kill percents are going to be so early here. If like F tilt at ledge, it's so fast. It's so fast.
One of the things I was
strong.
thinking about in terms of this counter pick too, it's like, okay, you got a smaller stage, less room to like set up zoning and such, and I think that was kind of in the mindset of chipping and going here. But Exsenpai really hasn't been a huge zoner. It's just like, here's one hitbox to force you to go for a defensive option that I'm gonna read later. Like, it's always about 2 character links away. It's nothing that's super like oppressive other than trying to snipe the ledge. So I think this might have actually played into chipping, Senpai's favor, just by the assumption that this stage wouldn't work out for Wii Fit.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into a stage choice. Like there's blast zones, there's styes, like there's room on stage, and there's platforms as well. So like, I mean, any one of those could have been a contributing factor to choosing this stage, but it seems like the like Exsenpai is capitalizing. Oh, okay, reflecting the soccer ball. But Exsenpai is capitalizing on the advantages of this stage just as much as Chipping is.
My man Chipping is already in the volleyball tri-state Discord.
Ha!
Whacking that right back at Exsenpai. And yeah, there's definitely a lot that goes into a stage pick, man. And another one of those things is just picking the stage pick accordingly to what you know a character's tools have, man. You know, some people might not like a bigger stage against Wii Fit because it would just give her all that extra space and therefore all that free time to charge up her deep breathing, charge up her sun salutation, and just keep lobbing those soccer balls right back at you from far away, man. Here you would figure on a stage that's this small as that back air.
You know what? I got cooked there. I got cooked so hard because you look at that forward smash and you assume that that soccer ball is going to end up hitting on the left side, and then it hit to the right. So not only can you potentially get a hit and force good stage positioning for Exsenpai, you also get the knockback away. Chipping finally finding that first blood they've been looking for this whole time, and really just the big thing that Chipping needs is one of those shield break reads like we saw before. Just like good coverage, snipe out of early stock, possibly get like an edge guard. But Exsenpai's frame traps have just been so good, and great job of like smacking those hits away repeatedly off stage. But the interaction wins have been so heavily in Exsenpai's favor so far. Like Chipping really needs to pull out something big.
Yeah, like Chipping needs to find like some of these like really high leverage mix-ups, because like this is so frustrating for Lucina right now.
Yeah, this is where your composure really has to come in clutch, because you know you see Chipping run off stage to try to get these kills right now, but then whenever he does, excuse me. Oh, never mind.
Like,
we're
no
done.
Chance.
I was gonna say, you know, like whenever Chipping went off the level, man, Exsenpai just tried to cover his bases with the soccer ball on the way back, and instead of jumping around that, Chipping was just getting hit by those, getting a little impatient for those edge guards that he needed. But can you blame him, man? He was the one who had to approach. He was the one who had to clutch out that stock now and not later, right now.